let's get to this Manning thing. You know, I hadn't heard this clip before, and I was interviewing Rick Perlstein for Ring of Fire yesterday, and I think he brought it up. The idea that a sitting president would talk about the guilt or innocence of any individual or not is stunning. And the media would have never allowed a president to do this 30 years ago. It's almost unconscionable. And yet, Barack Obama not yesterday, I guess this was last week, but the video has since come out, I guess yesterday or the day before. He was at a fundraiser in San Francisco, Obama, and some guy, Logan Price, I don't know who he is, a supporter of Manning, supposedly, got close enough to the president to shake his hand and then raised the issue. Obama, I guess to his credit, engaged him. Now, the audio is rough, folks. We'll post the YouTube on our site. The audio is rough, but you got to listen carefully what Obama's talking about. At one point, he says the guy's guilty. This is a man who has been held in prison for over a year and has not been tried. This is aside from the fact that he's been tortured, at least according to psychiatrists, made to strip naked, sleep in a burlap bag, kept in a room for 23 hours a day, not allowed to exercise, not allowed to talk, not allowed to read. And, well, let's hear this audio from Obama.
You're in the military, and I have to abide by certain classified information. If I release something that I'm not authorized to release, I'm breaking the law. You know, we're a nation of laws. We don't individually make our own decisions about how the laws operate. Right? No, he's still fine. He's still fine. I mean, he's being courteous and he's asking a question. No, he broke the law.
You can make it harder to break the law.
Well, what he did was he's done. No, it wasn't the same thing. What it was, Ellsberg at least wasn't classified the same way. So, anyway, all right.
Okay, the things to hear there, and you hear Obama clearly say he broke the law. He also then says, he addresses, no, he didn't do the same thing that Ellsberg did. It wasn't the same type of top secret information, which is actually not true. I mean, it's very similar to what Ellsberg did. The only thing that saved Ellsberg was that Mike Gravel basically read all the Pentagon papers on the floor of the Senate and then made it public knowledge. He put it into the Senate record, made it public knowledge, and basically short-circuited the prosecution of Ellsberg, although he was persecuted in many ways. But here you have Obama talk about, look, he was part of the military. He has certain things. I have certain restrictions on what I can do. And then he says quite clearly, he broke the law. And if you want to go back, you can watch the YouTube. We'll have it on majority.fm. You can hear it a little bit clearer. It's obviously at a fundraiser. There's a lot of sound there. But this is a stunning thing for a president to say for a guy who's not been convicted yet. And it gives you also a sense of just how he's been advised about Manning. And it very well may be that Manning did break the law. But he hasn't been convicted yet. And it's almost as if Obama's been told by his advisors, military person, whoever it is he asked, look, he broke the law, and then just said, okay, whatever. And what's really shocking to me about this is he's a constitutional lawyer. It's stunning. And Jim Mizalowski, the chief Pentagon correspondent at NBC News, did a piece on this and spent the whole time, I mean, it's a good piece, He writes, the Uniform Code of Military Justice prohibits command influence, in which a superior officer up the chain of command says or does something that could influence any decisions by a military judge or a jury in a criminal case. Barack Obama is the commander-in-chief, so he is at the top of this command influence. A military legal expert says the president himself crossed a legal line with that statement. Eugene Fidel, president of the National Institute of Military Justice, told NBC News that the president's remark is unlawful command influence, which includes an assumption of guilt. The president shouldn't have said it. He should have been more circumspect. The White House spokesman Tommy Viter claimed the president was speaking only generally about the unlawful release of classified material, which is a joke. He said he broke the law. Viter insisted Obama, quote, was not expressing a view as to the guilt or innocence of PFC Manning specifically. In other words, he was using the more general he that doesn't exist in grammar. But in the end, Fidel, the president of the National Institute of Military Justice, predicts the issue should not adversely affect the prosecution's case against Manning. While a defense lawyer could claim the president's statement unlawfully prejudices the case against the client, potential jurors could be screened to ensure they're not aware of the remark. First of all, there shouldn't be a single person in the country who's not aware of that remark. It should be on the media 24/7. But what's more relevant, aside from the fact that he may have tainted a jury, which he clearly has, you think there's nobody in the military who's going to find out about that? It's absurd. Aside from that, people should be questioning him as to where he got this information that he broke the law. How do you know he broke the law? No one can know that he broke the law. It's impossible because he hasn't been convicted of anything. It's stunning. It really is stunning. And I'm going to assure you of something. This will be the last you hear of it.